we're going to dive deep into the analysis and interpretation of assessment results.
These shows especially for learners worldwide who struggle with understanding assessment concepts. Don't worry, we'll make it simple, relatable, and doable.
Many students and even educators are struggling to understand how to use assessment data effectively.
That's why we're here to break it down. Assessment isn't just about numbers. It's about people, progress, and possibilities. Let us cover how meaningful and inclusive assessment can transform the learning.
Let's get started by understanding what assessment really is. Assessment isn't just about grades. It's about understanding our students, what they know, what they struggle with, and how we can help them to improve.
Exactly. Today we will explore how to interpret and compute measures of variability and relative position, and how these influence the instructional decisions. Now that we've set the stage, let's dig into the backbone of assessment data and how to measure it. And to help us with that, let's welcome Shali and Kathleen. Good morning, Kath. Good morning, Shali. How are you today? We're good. Can you tell us about the levels of measurement and to tell the world what it is?
Before you crunch numbers, we need to understand the foundation of data analysis, which is the levels of measurement. Here are four. The first one is nominal, categories with no order, like types of learning styles. And the second one is ordinal, ordered categories such as letter grades. The third one is interval, numeric scales with equal intervals but no through zero, like IQ scores. Lastly, ratio, like test scores out of 100, equal intervals and a true zero.
And each type guides what we can do with the data. For example, we can average nominal data, but we can do complex statistics on ratio data.
Is that all? Yes. Thank you.
With the levels of measurement in mind, let's move on to how we summarize student data. Helping us explain these concepts, we have Mr. Braynan and Ms. Shali Ruiz. Ms. Shali, please.
That's right. We use measures of central tendency, mean, median, and mode. Mean is the average score. Median is the middle score in an ordered set, while on the other hand, mode is the most frequent score.
Let's say a class had the following scores: 75, 80, 80, 85, and 90. Therefore, the mean is 82, the median is 80, and the mode is also 80. These help summarize student performance, but they don't tell the whole story. For that, we need to look at how scores spread.
Wow, amazing! Now that we've covered the central point of the data, let's move on to what makes the student performance unique: variability and relative position.
We have here with us Ms. Shali and Mr. Braynan back again to help us break it down.
Now, Via, take it away.
Thanks, Hari. Variability shows how scores are spread out. The more it's spread out, the the more diverse the performance level. And to help us explain it more, we have here with us Miss Shali. Miss Shali?
Here are the measures of variability. The first one is range, highest minus lowest score. Second one is variance, average of square deviations from the mean. Lastly, standard deviation, square root of variance. It shows the average distance from the mean.
Let's take a quick example. Let's say we have scores like 70, 75, 80, 85, and 90. So the mean is 80, the variance is 50, and the standard deviation is square root of 50, approximately 7.7. A higher standard deviation indicates varied performance. Lower standard deviation means consistent scores.
Now, let's look at relative position. Percentile rank tells us what percentage of scores fall below a student's score. Z-score shows how far a score is from the mean in SDT units.
For example, if one scores 85 with a mean of 80 and the standard deviation of 5, Z is equals to 85 minus 80 divided by 5 equals 1. That means 1 is one standard deviation above the mean.
Wow, that's a lot of terms to remember. All the terms, especially the numbers that Raynan have mentioned earlier, are very useful. But how do they actually help teachers in the classroom?
Great question. Variability helps the teacher to adjust the instruction inside the classroom. If many students' performance are below average, that means reteaching is needed. If the performance of the students varies widely, differentiation is the key.
Really? That's nice. To further elaborate those ideas, we have here Miss Shali Luz and Kathleen again. Miss Shali?
Yes. For instance, a class with high SD means students are at different levels. A teacher might group students or use flexible activities.
In multilingual classroom or school with mixed-age students, common in many parts of the world, recognizing variability is essential in making instructions accessible to all learners.
Wow.
Hello world! Welcome back to EduTalks. You might be wondering, do these assessment strategies apply everywhere? To answer that question, we have here again Ms. Shali and Mr. Raynan to give us the global perspective.
Now let's see the global view.
Absolutely. Whether in the Philippines where classrooms are often large and diverse.
Or even in Finland, where individualized support is prioritized. Or even in rural areas in Africa or Asia with limited technology, basic assessment tools like checklists, rubrics, and variability analysis help teachers make meaningful decisions.
Numbers show us what's happening, but interpretation tells us what to do. It's our universal teacher.
But how about in Spain? Hola, soy Dora. Do you know how to say na ay nasunog in English?
No!
You say, hala, na ay nasunog.
Now let's have our recap. Assessment isn't just about collecting numbers, it's about making learning visible. Measures of central tendency like mean, median, and mode help us understand the typical performance of a group. While the variability such as standard deviation shows us how spread out the scores are. The bigger the spread, the more diverse the learning needs. Relative position like percentile ranks and z-scores tells us where the student stands compared to others. It's not about labeling, it's about guiding next steps. And most importantly, these tools are only powerful when used meaningfully by teachers who care students to grow. So next time you look at the assessment report, remember, it's not just data, it's direction.
So what's our final message for our learners and educators today?
Assessment is more than just a number. It is a powerful tool for our transformation.
With the help of variability and relative position, we can empower learners across the globe.
Wherever you are in the world, data, feedback, and reflection can shape how we teach and learn. This is Editalk, saying thank you and keep learning globally.
Goodbye. But how about in Spain? Hola, soy Dora. Do you know how to say na ay nasunog in English?
No!
You say, hala, na ay nasunog. Wow, amazing. Let's get started by understanding what assessment really is. Assessment isn't just about... Wow, amazing. Wow, amazing.